All right, Coach. I know the end result wasn't what you guys were looking for, but just talk to me about the season with this team and what you saw out of these guys.
Well, it was another very close locker room, first and foremost, and the way these guys bonded and took care of each other, not only on the ice but off the ice, it was special. And obviously we'd like to be playing this week, and it was weird coming to the dressing room having to address the team, not in a preparation of hockey form, but more in an exit fashion. That's what makes it so tough, knowing we thought this team and this group was as good as any. We thought we had a legitimate chance at going all the way this year, and unfortunately that didn't happen. So we'll still keep our chins high, proud chest, because we did accomplish a lot, and wasn't what we wanted per se, but I'm so proud of this group. Like I said, not only the way they handle themselves on the ice, but off the ice as well.
When you look at this team in terms of success and what you define as success, do you consider it a successful season, and in what ways do you consider it a success?
Tough for me to address that now, or ultimately the successful season would be us being the last team standing in the ECHL, and that's our goal, and it's still my goal right now. So it's tough in that sense, but I guess it's successful in terms of like I said, when you build a culture, our players built the culture for the way they came to work every day, the on-ice effort, the second efforts. There was a lot of times throughout this year we were trailing in games, trailing in series. It's a group that never quit, and it's a group that always put effort first, and that's what I care the most about. So for me, that's successful. I thought we had a lot of call-ups, not only with our affiliated guys going up and then earning significant playing time at the next level. We also had a lot of ECHL contracts, I believe 12 or 13 contract call-ups this year. When you're in a developmental league, I think it's important that you look at those things as well, and for me that's very successful. Something we should be proud of as an organization, and I think the guys in the locker room helped push that culture. Guys were excited to get that opportunity. We were excited, for teammates and players to get an opportunity at the next level. And then you also saw guys equally as excited when they came back to our team, when they got reassigned or sent back to Idaho. They were just as excited to come back as they were to get called up, and I think that speaks volumes to the culture we had in place, and for me that's successful.
At what point do you kind of, obviously right now the loss is kind of fresh and raw, but at what point do you kind of start focusing on those call-ups and those other things around that, make it successful as opposed to, what happened in the last week?
Yeah, I think it's important, and I think as we reflect in the coming weeks, those will be the highlights, and I think there's a lot of highlights in this year, winning streaks and, another 40-plus win season and extending a playoff run. Those are all things that, you can reflect on, and, it's still a little raw right now to, say those are, great things, but they are good things. And, as we go back over the next couple of weeks and we look at, ways to improve and ways to adapt for next year, I think a lot of those positives will come up, and I think, that call-up total and seeing guys get opportunity at the next level is something that we should be very proud of, and our players should be very proud that not only they got those opportunities, when they went to the next level, they stepped into a lineup seamlessly, and they contributed. They played big roles in the American League, and that's something that our group should be proud of.
What's the process of just kind of getting your players ready for next season? And obviously you don't know who you're going to have back yet, but at what point do you start looking at players who has already started?
You know what? We'll finish off the exit interviews here today. It was such a good group. We'd like to bring a big chunk of this group back, and hopefully that gives us a foundation to build around. But we'll have to assess here as we go through the process, and we're always looking for ways to improve. But there wasn't a guy in this room that wasn't the character that we seek. The work ethic was there. We'd love to have this core back. But it's a developmental league. Guys are going to get AHL offers. Guys are going to get high-end European offers, and we'll be proud of those guys when they get those looks. And then it'll be our job, to get back to the whiteboards, get back to the phones, get back to the notes and video, and make sure we build the team again moving forward.
A lot of the players we talked to said, they would love an opportunity. Some said, if this is the only place in the EHL I'd want to play. What does that say to you, or what does that mean to you to know that the players feel that way?
Well, I wish you would have handed them some contracts. I would have given you the pen. We could have signed them right there. So that means the world to me. It means the world to me that guys enjoyed their time here, respects the organization. I use the word culture a lot because to me that's everything. And I think culture is built by the people. and our players were a big part of that. So when you have good people, you're going to have a good culture, and that group in there is outstanding. The character we had, not only from our leadership group, but up and down the roster. Guys were here, to win, and guys were here to enjoy their time, but put in the work to enjoy their time. So I'd love to get a lot of them back. I hope we do. I really do. But we'll have to see how it sorts out. But there's not a guy in there I wouldn't take back with open arms. And right now it's still a little fresh, obviously with the loss, but we can hold our heads high knowing we played well. Right up to the final game, we played well. We just didn't. It's the only thing we changed. We didn't score more goals than the opposition, but we played well.
Do you think that knowing that these guys, how special this group was, and knowing how they came up short, do you think that can motivate a few guys to come back? If you get a few guys, a few more will come back.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think the group's so close in there. If you can get a few guys back on board, I'm sure guys want to be back with this group. They love their time, and like I said, we hope. We hope we get the whole team back, but realistically, like I said, guys will earn contracts at higher levels and opportunities, and it's important that we embrace that. That's what part of being a developmental league is making sure guys are given that opportunity at the next level. And just like the last summer, we had guys sign AHL one-ways last offseason, and you got to be proud of those guys too. So hopefully we get a big chunk back. Hopefully we can use that as motivation and fuel to start off next year. But we'll have to assess that as summer goes on.
We've talked about it a couple times down the stretch, but at a glance, looking back at the entire season and the way the season went from start to finish, how would you define this year's team?
Resilient, relentless. I thought there was a couple things that we wanted to change as a staff last summer in terms of our structure. There was a couple adjustments we wanted to make, and then we wanted to recruit within those adjustments. I thought we nailed it on the head in terms of bringing in the right personnel for the way we wanted to play. And then our guys bought into what we wanted to do, bought into the style we wanted to play. And I thought, that separated us from a lot of years past. And I thought we had the group and the structure in place to make a real good run at it. So, like I said, we're proud of what we did. We wish we'd still be playing, but we'll have to dust ourselves off and get back to work.